Hey there. Sorry about the poor quality. Ends up, camera phones aren't that great. But I intend on starting a vlog more for advice, where if you need it, I'll give you advice, and hopefully you'll give me some in return. Today I want to talk about, let's start with one thing that irritates me the most. Lazy people. I get being lazy, trust me, been there, done that a million times over. I'm one of the laziest people in the world when it comes to when I'm not busy doing my job or taking care of somebody. Speaking of taking care of somebody, I happen to have a mom who was diagnosed with breast cancer about 2 years ago. She is one of the most inspirational people I've ever had in my life, and I hope that her story can be an inspiration to you as well. Thing I hate about some people in our generation area is they like to sit home and play video games instead of even trying to get a job, and I understand the economy is pretty crappy right now. But I am 22 years old, and I have 2 jobs, and I do it to take care of my family, to make sure everybody has what they need, and I take care of everybody before I took care of myself. But my mom, even through neuropathy, with her legs being sore, not being able to breathe, at certain times where the weather's just not the greatest, she goes to work every day, except for her 2 days off. And even then she goes sometimes, and it amazes me for all the pain that she goes through, physical pain. She goes to work every day to try to help pitch in to help us have a life. And I see these people who complain that they can't get anything because they don't have the money, and they want to live off of food stamps and cash assistance. It's ridiculous. You don't have anything wrong with you, and you want to live off the government's help. When people like my mom and I, me working 2 jobs, and my mom having cancer and still working her job, can't get any help from the government whatsoever. And these people who are too lazy to get off their ass and get out there and try to live their life, get help from them like they deserve it. Now, I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody, believe me. I'm not the type to try to offend anyone, but it's just ridiculous when people who work hard to try to make their dreams happen, they don't get any help. I mean, they can try and try and try, and things just don't seem like they're going to get better. But believe me, they do. I never thought that I'd actually be able to be happy. 2 years ago when my mom was diagnosed, I lost any faith in having my dreams. I threw them all out the window. I didn't care. I was just too depressed to give a damn. I didn't want to follow anything anymore. I didn't think that I had any hope whatsoever in having my dreams come true, having a life, being able to afford anything, being able to live on my own. It all just seemed like it was never going to happen. But a couple months or so ago, maybe even a year ago, I started watching a certain YouTuber named Markiplier. And he happened to be the best thing that ever happened to me. Because after I found Markiplier, I started believing in my dreams, and I started to work even harder. No, I don't have a real camera yet, clearly, but one day I'm going to get that professional camera, and I'm going to fight for my dreams. And maybe one day, instead of being on YouTube or working a part-time job, or 2 part-time jobs in my case, I could be in LA taking pictures for magazines and being the photographer that I want to be. I want to follow my dreams, and I will take any steps necessary. And it's thanks to Markiplier. So if you don't find me inspirational, why don't you go give him a chance. He's actually a really inspirational guy, even though he plays video games. He does have some very inspirational moments. And he's very funny, and he's amazing, and I suggest that you give him a chance. But as much as I do love Markiplier, this is about letting you guys know that you have a chance. You can take the chance and get a job and follow your dreams. Make them come true. It will take a lot of time. I mean, come on, I'm 22 years old and I've had this dream since I was like 4 years old. And I'm not quite there yet. But I do have faith in myself. And it took somebody to give me the hope and inspiration to be able to follow, or at least attempt to. And I will keep attempting to until I get where I want to be. And I'm hoping that once my vlog kind of starts getting up off the ground, that maybe I could be the inspiration for some of you out there. And I know breast cancer is not uncommon anymore. It's become quite a common, nasty thing out there. But for those of you who have family members going through this and have lost all sight of everything, I understand. I'm going through it right now with my mom, and I know it's hard to believe that anything's going to be okay. But once you see that somebody has gone through something similar and is making it okay, then you realize that there's that chance that you can actually make everything okay, even if you lose that person. Because I saw that Markiplier went through something similar with his dad, and that he's following his dreams and he's doing what he wants to do with his life. And I saw that he was okay, and it made me feel like everything was going to be okay. And I just want to be that person for some of you out there. I know I'm not quite intelligent all the time. I do some stupid things. I think everyone does. And I'm going to try to keep some of that stupidity off of my vlog, and try to help you guys through whatever you're going through. And you can always leave me comments and let me know what you need to hear things about. And if I've gone through it, maybe I can help you. I just really want to be that person. I want to help. I want to do some good in this world. But I know I can't help everyone, and I hope that I can help as many as possible. And maybe at some point in time we can start helping other people in the world through charity work. I mean, I would love to do that. It would be amazing if I could be a part of something like that.